Now let's dive into this story of a girl I had an encounter with one fateful night in the world of movies. I was just an Uber driver and was booked by this beautiful lady. I arrived and she asked,
"Is that Isio?"
Yes, that's me.
She entered and we drove off. On our way, this girl was admiring me through the mirror and she said,
"You know, you're such a fine man."
I started blushing. Suddenly she asked,
"You want me?"
I was surprised and she said, "Park the car." I told her I didn't have any protection, but she didn't care. She just wanted it. I then went to the back seat and this girl grabbed me immediately. Man, that was the sweetest one I have ever had. The next morning, she told her friend about the encounter she had with me.
"I did something really crazy last night." "What did you do?"
Her friend was surprised, but knew she was a crazy one. I also told my friend, though he always acts like my father.
How could you sleep with a total stranger?
Later, I called her and asked if she could go out with me for a drink, but she shouted.
"What? No!"
Seriously, it has been 2 weeks now, and I still cannot get that night out of my head. Well, I met with her and told her I can't get her off my mind and I really want to know her. This girl looked at me and said,
"I don't do love. I do hook up."
We went to a bar to have a drink and I told her I understand what she does and said to her that no one is perfect. I even went to her house the next morning with flowers to tell her I am in love with her. But she laughed really hard and said,
"You are in love with the hookup girl."
I told her my heart still yearns for her, but she still refused and handed me back my flowers, saying angrily, "Get out." Wow, it seems things have started working out for me. Geez, she is pregnant, but she said she is getting rid of it. Okay, that's sad. She called me and said, "We need to talk." We met and she told
"I'm pregnant."
and that she is getting rid of it. I refused and told her, "Let's keep it." She got angry and said it was all a mistake and that she will not birth a child she is not prepared for. I kept begging her, and she asked me to get out, banging the door on me as I left. I got home and told my friend about her pregnancy and the fact that I want to keep the baby. That guy acts just like my father. He was shouting and reminding me that she is a prostitute. I was lost, just looking at him. Meanwhile, she regrets it as she doesn't want to keep the child. Even as her friend tried to convince her to
allow him take responsibility,
she still insisted, saying,
"If I give birth to this child, how's it go end?"
as her mother is still bedridden at home with a stroke and she has to cover her hospital bills. She wasn't able to sleep at night as she cried on her bed, and so did I. I met with her the next morning and told her I would pay her monthly and provide everything the child needs. She accepted and we shook hands. She told her friend about it and her friend was happy, saying,
wow, this is such a good deal.
but even then, she was still thinking about it, and her friend continued to try to convince her. She complained that she didn't even know me that well. Well, I am such a sweet guy, I thought. Wow, she is in my house. This is amazing. I feel like I'm already married. She then suddenly gave me a document to sign based on our agreement. I can see this girl doesn't trust me. The next morning, my childhood friend Simisola came to visit. They both greeted each other with a hi. As she left, Simi was surprised and asked me who she was. I told her she is carrying my child, and Simi was shocked. Simi went to see my friend and was crying. He told her to let me know about her feelings for me. Wow, I had no idea she liked me. There my friend goes again, spilling the beans already. Oh my gosh, but I don't care. As a father-to-be, I prepared breakfast for my baby mama, and I'm happy she is happy. The next morning she decided to cook for us, even though I insisted she shouldn't. I still tried to stop her because I don't want her to be stressed out, but it seems she is stubborn. Here my friend comes again.
So you're seriously doing this to yourself?
But I made it clear to him that I'm against abortion and warned him not to talk about it again. The next morning, I followed her to her checkup to make sure our baby is fine. Guy, I was just happy, and I could sense she was happy too. Okay, she is now praising me. Well, I'm blushing already. She said I have been super amazing. Later that night, I went to her room and asked her if we could go out tomorrow to pick some stuff for the baby. She accepted and was happy. Well, that is what I'm supposed to do. Simi is here again with her bags this time. Only God knows what she wants. My baby mama seems to be angry with me. I brought food for her and she said,
Got your fruits.
I don't need it.
"That's so sad." The next morning, I overheard my baby mama's voice and rushed to see what was happening. Oh my gosh, she is bleeding. What could have caused it? I took her to the hospital and the doctor
I'm sorry. It's a miscarriage.
I'm so sad right now. What do I do? We got home and she informed me she would be leaving the next morning. I was so upset that I told Simi, but Simi seemed like she didn't care. She even hinted that she might have had a hand in the miscarriage. Well, I don't believe that. She got home sad and told her friend.
I really want to.
My friend advised me to move on, but I don't think I can because I really love that girl. Then my friend told me,
Simi is really into you. She loves you.
well, I didn't see that coming. I got home and asked Simi if she was in love with me. She just kept quiet. Her silence said it all, though. But I made her know I don't feel the same way about her. Meanwhile, my ex-baby mama is already tired of her hookup job. She told her friend she can't do it anymore. Well, I'm missing her already, so I went to check up on her. I really wanted to know why she started this whole thing, and I was glad she told me. Family problems can be so annoying. I never knew she was doing it to assist her family. I made her know that no one is perfect and finally said to her,
I love you.
the next day, I took her to my supermarket and announced her as the new manager. She was very happy, at least she has a job now, and she gave me a hug. It was just as if I should glue her to my body. She is so pretty. Simisola is already tired of staying in my house and is set to leave. My friend came in and saw her leaving. He asked her why she was leaving, and she said she was tired and had tried everything she could, but I don't love her. Why would I love her? Of course, she is just like a sister to me. Geez, Simi has confessed she is the one behind the miscarriage. I came home and my friend told me that Simi confessed she terminated Belema's pregnancy. I was so mad, I felt like arresting her. My ex-baby mama cried, it was so painful. I'm happy I got to calm her down. Guys, we are together now, and I really can't wait to spend the rest of my life with her. I decided to propose. She was surprised, but she accepted to marry me. I'm gonna get married to the most beautiful woman I have ever seen, guys. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more stories in my world of movies. See you next time.